because this is a pretty heavy topic, Today I Am. When I first heard about this a year ago from the TOK students that were in my IB physics class, I kind of started to mull, what would I do with a topic like this? Because it's very heavy. It deals with me, in some aspect, but it also deals with ideas that are supposed to be worth spreading. And what about me would be worth spreading to an audience of students in this case? So my mind really started churning on this. What would I do with a topic like this? And I went down a number of roads that just didn't quite feel like it got the whole idea that I'd like to pass along. And in the end, my talk kind of evolved to a meta talk, almost, a discussion about how my thought process went in getting a talk. But first, before I get into that, I think you need to know a little bit about where I'm coming from to get an idea of where I am today. So I went to a little town, Young America is where I grew up, and there was a school there that was just a rural community school. So it was a pretty small graduating class, and I did pretty well academically. I think you'll find that among teachers, they probably have that common trait, that school was something that they didn't despise. But socially, it was a much different animal for me. I had really a horrible time getting along with the people that were geographically assigned to me. I just had a hard time feeling like I was of value. I had earned in the second grade, as one can earn such a thing, a nickname that was 4 words long, and one of the words was in the royal family of swear words. It was actually a throned member of the royal family of swear words. And I don't know how you earn something like that in the second grade, but that was just a taste of what was to come for me. I was made fun of because of my laugh, because I even said hello to people. I was consistently pushed down. I was consistently told that my being wasn't worthy of being around. And that is something that has stuck with me to this very day. It's hard as a 42-year-old man who has had some success in life to feel like a 13-year-old kid has had an influence on me all these many years later. But this is where I stand. I stand before you as a person that has a lower self-esteem than I think I should have. And that in itself kind of starts a spiral of, well, why don't I? So when I was thinking about this talk, I was thinking about how do I express this aspect of who I am in a way that's in any way meaningful to people that may or may not know me. So I started thinking about things like, why do I feel this way? How can I express to you the pain that's in me? How can I express to you the frustration that's in me? In being the person that I am right now, carrying that along with me. There's also the feeling of I should feel better, but I don't. It influences my every interaction. When I talk with colleagues, I always have a feeling that my ideas aren't going to be as worthy as others. One-to-one social interactions are very difficult for me because I just feel as though I've been skillfully trained for the beginning part of my life that my ideas, that my being is not worthy. So as I kept rolling this around in my head, thinking about what am I today? Today I am. I didn't know where to go. And then as I was driving home one day with my kids, my youngest fell asleep in the back seat like she always does about 3 minutes after we leave, and my oldest was reading. I just kind of had this feeling wash over me of, today I am, period. I'm not trying to be wise here. I'm giving a talk that's basically about how I gave the talk. I have a closing argument that is simply the title, Today I Am, just drop off a couple dots. Feels kind of like I'm cheating in a way, but it was a moment of kind of clarity and a moment of calm that said, I am at this point a summation of all these experiences I've had in the past, for better or for worse, experiences I wish I hadn't had. But I can see value intellectually in those experiences. I am a dad to 2 kids. Having that insight into how rough it can be a teenager, or younger in my case too, I think informs my parenting in ways that I couldn't have had I not gone through those experiences. Being a teacher, standing in front of a class full of people that are maybe confused, by the material I'm teaching or frustrated by what's going on in their lives outside of the classroom informs me in a way, allows me to interact with them in a way that those past experiences would have been not possible otherwise. So I look back with frustration and anger to what I had gone through as a youngster, but at the same time, I'm able to intellectually, pretty much all the time, see that there's value in that. And once in a while, have a moment of emotional well-being and saying, I am a summation of everything that's happened, for good or for ill, whether I'd like to have those experiences or not, but I'm probably a better person for having those experiences than not. So as the idea worth spreading to you, if you're in that position, I would like you to at least be open to the idea that down the line, things that may be going poorly for you, things you would like to avoid in your life, and with reason. We don't want to go into situations where we're going to feel belittled or anything like that. But they may make your future self a better person than you otherwise would have been. So I'm not trying to say welcome these horrible situations, but down the road it may end up being better. So, all right, thank you.